Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I am Sir Tristan. In the last episode, we made our way from the Wolfhorn Ranch up toward Novac. We had about 4 interruptions on the way. Partially it was just me wanting to explore. Part of it was just world events that just happened right in front of us. But we're making our last stop at the Short Stick Saloon to just kind of see what's going on, talk with a few people. I love how there's like dust on my visor, and how now that I'm inside you can kind of see it. Just kind of gives a realistic feel to the heads-up display. Anyway, let's talk with Anna,
Evening.
see what's going on.
What do you want?
What brings you here?
It's the beautiful scenery and fine cuisine, not to mention the handsome men, like Doc Friday, for example. No, I'm looking for work. There are always contracts for caravans between Novac and the 188 trading post, so I'm where I need to be.
So this seems to be a
Bye.
part of perhaps some, maybe not DLC,
Hey.
but
What do you need? Bye.
okay, nothing. Perhaps part of a mod that I downloaded.
What can I do for you?
What's the story of the saloon?
There's not much to say. I came into some money, so I fixed up this building and turned it into a saloon. With the caravans and prospectors passing through, I've been able to get a lot of business. As for me, you could say I was a drifter for a while. I'll leave it at that. Some things are better left unsaid.
Okay, I'll take a drink.
Sure thing.
Doesn't really seem like he has much. Nuka-Cola quartz. Low light vision. Damage threshold +3. That's actually pretty good. Oh, lots of rads though.
See you later.
So this might be a part of the World of Pain mod that added about 120 locations, I think.
What do you want?
The voice acting is it's fine, it's decent, but the levels are not quite as loud, I think, as other voice work in the game. How's the work around here?
As much as you see me sitting on my ass in this bar, you should have a clear picture. It's feast or famine, really. I get most of my income from the caravans and merchants, so it can vary with the seasons. Shadow Company snatches up most of the contracts, and we independents are left to pick up the scraps. I did hear a rumor that some new firm might be moving into the Mojave. Martin's Marines was the name. Who knows?
Interesting. Tell me about the Shadow Company you were just talking about.
They're tough, disciplined, and well paid. Most mercs would give their firstborn to get on board with that crew. Assuming you survive, 10 to 15 years of steady work can set you up for life. Their leader is the key to the whole thing. I don't know his background, but he's rumored to be tougher than Caesar's legate.
Okay.
Bye.
So I'm not sure if this Shadow group she's talking about is also a part of the mod. We'll see. Hopefully there will be more locations to kind of learn more about that. Alright, well I seem to be in Novac now. He looks a little shady. Let's go find out. See, what time is it? The sun's about to go down. Okay, he's got a gun out, but he doesn't seem to be hostile. Oh, I see, it's another wasteland hero. I'm really not sure what they're there for. Random pack cow. Not a pack horse, a pack cow.
Hey there. Prima's a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
I know, I helped them get that sheriff.
Hey there.
Hello. Almost jumped directly into that fire. I do see the large dinosaur. I do see it. I was just going to look around a bit first. Some kind of toy spaceships. All kinds of parts. Reloading bench. I still don't really have anything that I can use to build more ammo or anything. Okay. So it looks like I can actually just spend cases. Oh yeah, this is the recycling thing that they were talking about when I first chose a high. I forget what the stat was called, but one of the stats said for recycling energy ammo. So can I just go ahead and do that? Great. Doesn't seem like that cost me anything. And this is probably how they get around the fact that, for the most part, most enemies in the game are not going to be carrying, like, energy weapons. I'm sure some will. But for the most part, they're going to be carrying regular guns, regular ammo. So microfusion to energy. Energy to microfusion. So it will take 3 energy cells to make 1 microfusion cell? Is that how that'll work? 2 microfusion cells added. I think it was 3 to 2. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure. 154. Make 1. So obviously it should be 151 after this. And it is. That's actually pretty good. So, if I wanted to, I could get a lot of ammo for my plasma rifle by spending the other ammo. But obviously I'm doing that at a loss. So I don't think I'm going to do that right now, unless I just get a ton of extra ammo for the hand pistol. Another Wasteland Hero. It's actually getting kind of dark. This visor's actually messing things up quite a bit, isn't it? Let's switch to the trader hat. Now I don't have any kind of overlay. But I do have these cool looking goggles on my head. Well, look at that. It's another, oh. It's Victor.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs.
I'm actually kind of glad to see him. It's nice to see a friendly face out here.
Likewise, friend, likewise. Is there anything old Vic can do you for?
The men that jumped me were headed this way, right?
No, don't believe I did. But you might ask around. The Novac folk usually see anyone traveling this way.
So what are you doing here in Novac?
Don't rightly know. I just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there.
Quite a coincidence, us meeting up like this.
Seeing how this is the only road around, I'd be a sight more surprised if we didn't run into each other from time to time.
It's definitely not the only road. Here, let's see
Likewise.
if I can. Yeah, I could use a bed and some supplies.
Well, this ain't New Vegas, but I reckon you can find what you need here. Try the office out front.
Oh well.
Be seeing you.
So him showing up here does kind of reinforce my theory that somebody higher up, somebody with power, is looking out for me. Victor seems to be going where I'm going. He may not necessarily be following me, but he may be going on ahead of me to prepare the way or to make sure that I'm safe. It's actually interesting. I'm quite intrigued by who is pulling Victor's strings.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
Talk about what?
Confounded Novac, you done it again. Let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know?
That's pretty easy. I'm looking for a man in a checkered coat. Have you seen anyone like that?
Sure have. Camouflage that coat was. trying to hide from extraterrestrials what can only see in black and white checkers. But they're not fooled, because he forgot to put checkers on his face. I told him so, and he seemed to take it to heart. They stayed here a night and was up by the dinosaur talking to the sniper fella with the mustache a couple of times.
Okay, that's good to know. Need to look for a sniper fella, who apparently is named Manny Vargas. Okay. Anything interesting happening around here?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
Oh, cool. Got a new place to explore. And a new quest. So who do you think is actually at the factory, if not ghouls?
Ghosts. Commie ghosts who don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it.
I think maybe he
One of
means
them
red.
disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
So, what's been going on?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death, and always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark, but they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
What else do you know about these deaths?
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself
Of
one
course
night,
you did.
whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell, anyways, since when he come up to me, he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only more invisible than the other one.
You know, that description was so interesting that I actually really hope that I see... I hope that what he's talking about is real. Because that was a really interesting description. Really thorough. Alright, where'd you get your name? Where'd you get your name from?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say is got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull, and I know what I seen.
Okay, goodbye for now, Nobark.
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Yeah, definitely not. Although you are now probably my favorite NPC in the game. Nobark Noonan. I liked that conversation. That made me laugh several times. Alright, let's head inside here, see if we can't get a room for the night. See if we can find out where Manny Vargas is. To learn about where those great cons went. Assuming I load in. Which I may not do. Oh. There we go. Just took a little bit longer than I was expecting.
Hey there.
Hey there, Jeannie Mae Crawford.
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
Sounds good. I'd like to rent a room.
Well, I think that's a fine idea. I'll give you a good flat rate, and you can stay as long as you like. At least until the busy season comes. Sound good?
Do I really need to pay 100 caps for a bed? There's beds all over the place. No, I guess it's fine.
I'm glad you can stay
Maybe
with
this will
us.
trigger some kind of other
Your
events
room
happening.
will be the one upstairs, closest to the lobby side. Here's your key. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay better for you.
Plus, it makes sense for roleplay reasons. So what is this place?
We're in a little desert oasis, name of Novac. This is the Dino Delight Motel, and it's mine.
What's been going on in town lately?
Well, let's see. Dusty McBride's been losing some Brahmin, but that's probably the heat more than anything. Honestly, it's been real quiet. Ranger Andy's still hurt, but we got these two gentlemen snipers watching the road day and night, keeping the trash out of Novac.
Yeah, I
They've been a
definitely need to
blessing.
talk to one of those two snipers. Anything interesting going on?
Well, there's Dinky, the town mascot. He's a sight. You probably already saw him when you came in, but you can go up inside, too. Up the road a ways to the west, there's Repcon. That's the old rocket factory. There's been some sinister characters out there lately, so you may want to stay clear. Other than that, nothing to do but take it easy and enjoy good company. Well, up north a ways, you'll see a big tower. That's Helios 1. Used to be a power plant in its day. And there's a town just east of here called Nelson. Used to be such a quaint little place until those slavers took it over. But we got our wonderful snipers keeping an eye in that direction, and so far, the slavers have left us alone.
I wonder if she's talking about the Legion, since we know that they... I don't want to insult her. Since we know that the Legion takes slaves, I wonder if she's talking about the Legion. Where can I get some supplies?
Go see Cliff Briscoe at the Dino Bite gift shop, and tell him I sent you. I think he gets lonely standing around in that dino belly all day. He'll be glad for the company.
Does that be Dino Bite instead of Dynamite? Tell me more about the rocket facility.
I just know what I've heard. There's supposed to be some ghouls that went in a while back. Ever so often there'll be a commotion from that direction, explosions and such. Watch out for strangers.
So ghouls in Fallout are not necessarily evil in the way that you might think about a ghoul. Anyone familiar with the Fallout series kind of knows that... Oh, look at this. A new Dropbox. I might as well ship some stuff to Prim. But yes, anyone knows that ghouls are not necessarily automatically bad. Let's see, I'm just looking through this list real fast. I do want to hold on to that helmet. I think that's it. But yes, ghouls are not necessarily evil. They are possibly just people who have been affected by radiation. Kind of have a, where's the dinosaur? Oh, there he is. Their faces are kind of scarred. I believe in Fallout 3 they all lived underground in this one particular city that you could either like attack or get quests from. Okay, I seem to have gone the wrong way for going into the... Yeah. Oh, well, there's a crash. So let me put a cut in. I'll be right back. Alright, well. Sorry for that little distraction.
Evening.
Hello. Let's head. Something's going on with the ground here. Huh. The lighting is, doesn't like it when I look that direction. Anyway, let's head into the dinosaur. It's a weird statement. Yeah, the gift shop. Inside the dinosaur. Oh. Hey, there's Manny. Oh, hey. Manny. Actually, I need to talk to you.
What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm looking for a man in a checkered coat.
Sure, I know him. What do you want with him?
I probably should not lie. Because he might see through that, depending on how well he knows the checkered man. So I'll just say he has something of mine.
You talking about that chip? Man, I don't think he's giving it up. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own.
Of course you do.
Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help, there's something I need too.
What do you need?
Novac, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now.
What a coincidence. I just got a side quest to go handle the ghouls. Okay, what needs to be done?
Well, they gotta go, or this'll be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
It'd mean a lot to me.
And who are you exactly?
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here.
Alright.
You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
I can't imagine from a closed dinosaur mouth you'd have very good sight lines, except for straight ahead. Maybe it's open really wide, though, and you can kind of see in a 180 or something. What do you protect the town from, exactly?
You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately, we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. But so far, we've been lucky.
Something tells me that luck will not stay, considering that I've seen them further past here in Nipton, but who's Boone exactly?
Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but, we're not so friendly right now.
Uh-oh. Something else I can help you with?
Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since.
What did you guys argue about?
Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins. We were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang. I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
Oh boy. I don't care terribly about his gang. Tell me more about the NCR.
Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like?
Why'd you leave then?
Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns.
What happened at Bitter Springs?
I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. Just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked.
Interesting. I wonder then, it sounds like the NCR may be hiding a little something as well. Maybe the Legion are the good guys? I can't see how that could be. Maybe it's just two groups of not so morally good people. Anyway, we're done with this guy.
Yeah, see ya.
I'll go handle this ghoul problem, but first, let's take a look at
How you doing? Welcome
gift
to
shop.
the Dino Bite gift shop. My
Thanks.
name's Cliff. If you're here for the T-Rex figurines, you're just in time. There's still a few left.
I am definitely not here for that. But, Jeannie Mae sent me.
Bless her. Seems like every traveler I get in here tells me the same thing. They see the sign and think, gift shop? That's just too good to be true. But Jeannie Mae always points them back in my direction. Well, a friend of Jeannie's is a friend of mine, and my friends get a discount at my store.
Yay. What do you sell here?
Well, there's T-Rex figurines, of course. That's our bread and butter. We also have an assortment of the Repcon factory souvenirs, rockets, things of that nature.
What about supplies and guns? Anything like that?
Guns? Well, yeah, I guess I might have a few. Darn it, no one ever buys the T-Rexes.
And he was trying to push those T-Rexes so hard. Tell me more about these souvenir rockets. Maybe I can use them in some way when I go deal with the ghouls.
They're scale replicas of the real thing. Very detailed. Got a liquid in them that makes them glow. From what I hear, Repcon used to give them out on tours of their HQ up in Henderson. But I guess they had to stop after the first few kids thought they were filled with Nuka-Cola and drank it down. The papers had a name for the condition and everything. They called it the Repcon Shakes. Those were bad times for Robco.
Wow. How'd you get them?
Well, they unloaded what they had left on the Dino Bite as a tax write-off, but that was before my time. Plenty of demand for them, seeing as how they're one-of-a-kind collector's items, but I might still have some in back.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Sure thing. Have a look.
Battle rifle. More stim packs. Look at that, right away. I'm buying that for sure. Dinky the T-Rex souvenir. I don't think I'll buy any of those. MF Hyper Breeder Alpha. 14,000 caps. What's the DPS? 187 bonus crit chance. Oh, and look at that, infinite ammo, MF Breeder ammo. That's pretty good, I do have to say. Bunch of mods. Bunch of parts. Nothing really else all that interesting. Let's just go ahead and accept that. And be done with him.
Come back soon now.
Alright. Anything in here? Okay, I probably should not mess with that. Can I? Eh. Let's walk up into the T-Rex. That seems kind of fun. Looks like nobody's manning the post, however. I guess you have pretty good sight lines from up here. What would you say? Maybe 230 degrees or something like that. Anyway, I did get a piece of paper from Manny Vargas a second ago. Manny Vargas mentioned that there's another sniper named Boone who works in the dinosaur mouth at night, and his wife went missing recently. So maybe in the daytime I can come back and ask Boone. Maybe I'm sure he probably thinks that Manny Vargas did something to her. But maybe I can look and see where she last was, do a little detective work. For now, however, come fly with me is the quest that I need to do. Need to head up to Repcon, which seems to be off to the west a little ways. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go rest. Oh, hey, there's Boone.
No offense, but I need to focus on getting more rest when I'm off duty. I'm not sleeping so good. So now's not a good time. If you want to talk, catch me when I'm on duty. I'm up at the dinosaur after 9 p.m.
You definitely were not just up on the dinosaur, buddy. Just saying. Oh, I see. His shift just started. Okay, well. That makes sense why Manny Vargas was just leaving. Let me find my room. I'm going for a quick nap. Is it this one? It is. I've got my own motel. A queen bed. Radio. Huh. A safe to put things in. That's fun. Obviously everything is empty. Except for the fridge. Free alcohol. Free clothes. Wow. Aha. Yeah, one bobby pin. Not too bad. Although I don't think I've broken any since I started. Okay, well. Let's get some sleep. Sleep for full 12 hours. We're getting close, I feel. But something tells me that I'm going to learn the great Khans went up to New Vegas, and I'm going to have to follow them there. It is the name of the game, after all. Alright. I can clearly see a bit more about the town now that it's daytime. And I will need to head over those mountains. But I think I'll save that for next episode. Thanks guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.